So we have a story, and this particular story, you're going to really see once again how when the police engage fellow Mzungus, how they're police officers. But when they engage us, they're race soldiers, and we'll get to that. So this particular story, you have this guy from a suburb in Minneapolis. His name is Jason Michael Mesich. And he is facing 1 count of second-degree murder and 2 counts of second-degree attempted murder after, authorities said that he fatally shot his wife before shooting 2 black sisters who lived next door to them. Now, his wife is 47-year-old Angela Lynn Mesich, and she died at the scene. And the sister's 12-year-old Makayla Saulter-Outlaw and 29-year-old Canisha Saulter are hospitalized. So they responded, the cops, to shots being fired at the home, and it happened August the 30th. They say when they arrived, shots were still being fired, the police, and said they found his wife dead in the couple's detached garage, and said she had been shot in the neck and upper torso. Now, say according to authorities, they got in a standoff with this guy, and he fired 40 rounds at the police before being taken into custody. Let's stop right there. He fired 40 rounds at the police. How many rounds did George Floyd fire? How many rounds? What about Breonna Taylor? She didn't fire anything. So many black people unarmed. Corin Gaines. How many rounds did she fire at cops? See, when you're unarmed, they ready to shoot you 20 times, shoot you 50 times in the back. But when you got an actual guy shooting at them, and they have every right at that point, right, to shoot him till he stops. No, he can just get taken into custody. And his mugshot, he don't have a scratch on his face, anything. This is why I say the things I say about this place, man. These people are waging a campaign of state-sanctioned genocide. Because when you look at this story and you shooting 40 rounds at cops and you get arrested like it ain't nothing and you ain't get shot, nothing happened to you. Now, the young sisters were packing or helping to pack a moving truck with their family when this evil entity, not even gonna call him a human, randomly just start opening fire on them. And it was only those 2 young sisters that were struck by the bullets. Now, their aunt, a Reverend Marcia Westbrook, said the family was not accustomed to hearing gunshots and said assumed the noise was fireworks at the time. And said Makayla was shot in the head and is heavily sedated in critical condition in the hospital. She was shot as she was trying to run away with her 1-year-old niece in her arms to shield her from the gunfire. And Canisha is hospitalized, but stable after being shot 3 times in the legs. Okay. So it said that this fool told the police he got into a wife. He got mad at his wife because it was a lack of sex. That's where the argument got started. Lord. He said he didn't remember much. He said, but about the shooting, he probably say went in the house, say get a gun. Then he shot his wife in the garage. And after she hit him and told him to shoot her, that's what he said. He's talking crazy. He said that when asked about the young sisters, he said they weren't good neighbors and that he hated all children. Whatever. He hate black children. So anyway, continuing, people is talking about this case in Minneapolis. They see how they handle Mzungus versus how they handle us. And they'll say that he's facing up to 80 years in jail. And I think he should get every bit of it. But this is what I'm saying. Don't tell me about the police need training. The police need this. No, they don't. They have all the training they need. They're trained to say if they're a Mzungu, no matter what they do, the policy is not to kill them. We to arrest them. We to let the courts deal with them. But when it comes to black people in America, the policy and the training is state-sanctioned genocide. That's the training. And that goes for all cops, don't matter the color. Now, black cops, you don't see them doing this, okay? I've talked to many black police officers, and they said they pull any things that these Mzungu cops pull, they'll be fired, they'll be charged. And we have seen this definitely before in the past. Notice how black cops aren't always involved in shooting people in the back. Have you noticed that? How many black cops have you seen constantly over and over and over and over and over in shootings and killing unjust people? How many black cops? So you mean to tell me the black cops are actually better cops? Think about what I'm telling you. See, I said this. If you really want to see the shootings go down in America, if you really want to see police brutality go down in America, make 75% of the police force black. I guarantee you to go down. But, you know, that'd be too much like right. Matter of fact, let black people just patrol the whole thing. You won't see that no more. Because black cops don't get down like that. Now, I'm not saying they ain't got no crooked black cops. I'm not saying they don't have black cops that want to show out for mass. I'm not saying that. But the majority of black cops, they don't do that. They don't. And if they are, where's the cases equal to the Mzungu cops of them shooting people in the back, just doing all the things that they're doing? We know we don't see it, because if that was the case, you know, I'd be on them black cops quicker than anything for the things they would be doing, especially against us. But I hope these young sisters pull through. That's for sure, especially young sister got shot in the head. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, the policy for black folks is state-sanctioned genocide. When it comes to Mzungus, well, they're police officers. They're there just to arrest. They shoot to kill if they have to. But it was at a moment they could have done it. There's no problem. You're shooting 40 rounds at cops. You killed the wife. You shot 2 other people. Hold on, you need to deal with him. No, he can just surrender and say, I give up. And they don't shoot him dead. They don't beat him. They don't do anything. Like I said, it's just so blatant. It's so blatant. The same Minneapolis Police Department that killed George Floyd, this is how they respond to this guy.